Many countries help their clean energy industries, usually by subsidizing consumers who buy solar panels and other renewable energy equipment. Beijing's approach to clean energy subsidies has drawn criticism from trade experts because it is based on helping manufacturers localize production in China and begin exports. And yet, no Western company was willing to file a trade case. It was the United Steelworkers, an American labor union with no sales to lose in China, that complained in September to the Obama administration, which opened a formal investigation in October. So it was the steelworkers that protested China's behavior in the world market. And so now the United States is officially protesting China's activities, and we'll just have to keep watching either the New York Times or, on the internet and see how that plays out, but also keep in mind how that might affect us in the United States. Again, localized manufacturing of wind turbine components was how China got ahead. And I think that since we're number 2 in, Iowa, or actually number 2 in the United States, and that China does want to make inroads into the United States, into the renewable energy industry, we should also pay very close attention to how our state policy is going to shape out. All right. Very interesting. All right. So back to, off the world market, back to Des Moines. Gateway hinges on City Council approval. This comes from the Friday, December 24th, Des Moines Register. Reevaluating the zoning in the area south of the East Village is recommended to build a downtown gateway. City officials will move next year to make the area south of Des Moines East Village into a downtown gateway if the City Council gives the project a nod in January. And we shall see when I visit how that plays out. Public investments that support sustainability initiatives and the possible relocation of city municipal services also will be studied before plans for development proceed. The area currently houses the city's public works facility, the main police station, the federal courthouse, warehouses, a salvage yard, and a collection of other industrial operations. Out very soon in January. We can hope for the best for what happens on the southeast side of Des Moines. The article continues. The area south is like a blank slate because of the large amount of undeveloped and city-owned land in the area. The City of Des Moines is the largest landowner in the area. Long-term plans call for relocation of the city's public works and police department, and smaller-scale development has already started to occur. So what's going on in that area of southeast Des Moines? The bridge recently opened, so they're anticipating a lot of development. I've kind of strolled, past there, and I've seen the Kemen building, the red brick building. Even the Newkirk law firm that we referred to is in that area too. So lots going on the southeast side of Des Moines. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and go to something pretty interesting. Well, I was going to go on to another event in the city of Des Moines, but I think I'll just real quickly go through a couple of articles. These I got from a website that I visit from time to time. It's called Green Jobs, www.greenjobs.com, and when you get there you can click on industry news and pull up a lot of articles on renewable energy. And I pulled up several because they deal with the flyover states. They don't deal with Iowa, but they deal with the flyover states surrounding Iowa and green energy. The first one, Department of Energy closes $400 million loan guarantee for state-of-the-art solar manufacturing in Indiana and Colorado. This is from December 14th. The company estimates that the project will create, and this is for Abound Solar Manufacturing, LLC. The company estimates the project will create 1,200 new jobs for ongoing manufacturing operations, including 200 in Colorado and 1,000 in Indiana. The project will also support hundreds of construction jobs and an estimated 1,600 ongoing supply chain jobs throughout the Midwest, including Wisconsin, Minnesota, Tennessee, and Ohio. Disappointingly enough, Iowa's not on that list. But this is money that's being loaned out from the Department of Energy to push renewable energy forward and to create jobs. And then we've also covered the concept of whether it's possible to create jobs without spending money. I said no, and I'm thinking as I read more and more into the industry, you do have to invest in your people. You do have to invest in technology and equipment and supplies and create policies to protect those investments too. And so this is how they're creating jobs in Indiana and Colorado. This is how they're pushing that technology forward. There's also another article, and this is, let's see, Invenergy Power purchase agreements with ComEd and Ameren, Illinois to supply wind and solar power to Illinois. This is from December 16th of this previous year, this current year. In accordance with the power purchase agreements, Invenergy will construct the Bishop Hill 2 wind project in Henry County for its contract with Ameren, Illinois, with wind energy for ComEd to be generated at Invenergy's existing Grand Ridge 4 Renewable Energy Center in LaSalle County. Solar energy for Invenergy's contract with ComEd will be generated at a photovoltaic facility to be built in Illinois. Upon completion, the solar facility will be one of the largest solar installations in the state. All three energy centers will contribute to the economic development of the host communities through jobs and tax revenue to the county and local municipalities. And so, again, purchase agreement, job creation, sounds good to me. This next day over in Illinois. We'll see what will happen in Iowa, hopefully good things. This is actually concerning Texas, which is also considered a flyover state, but maybe not, since they have a pretty large industry in terms of power in Texas. All right. Pflugerville Solar Farm breaks ground, will be the largest in the country. That's near Austin. The solar farm will produce 60 megawatts and use more than 400,000 solar panels to generate electricity from the sun. That is enough to power between 4,500 to 7,000 homes. Mata says it will look like a lake. And Mata is David Mata. He's the CEO of RRE Austin Solar. The project will create about 350 construction jobs over the next 2 to 3 years. Pflugerville Mayor Jeff Coleman says it will pump millions into the local economy. So it's not just on the East Coast or the West Coast or special pockets of the United States where renewable energy is being integrated forcefully, strongly into the local economy. These are the Midwest, this is the South. I found other articles dealing with Wyoming, but I do suggest that if you do have a chance to go to greenjobs.com and then click on industry news to read more about what's happening around the U.S. And then keep up with our future and how it might affect us here in Iowa.